Our coverage moves back to Huntsville now. Today, the city school district talked to us about the back-to-school toolkit it received from the Alabama Department of Public Health. WAAY 31's Sydney Martin talked to the district's health service coordinator about what changes, if any, they'll have to make.
We had many of these things that are in the toolkit already in place and already ready to go. I feel like we could have moved forward very effectively, very efficiently if that had been the case, that we would have students back in the building on the first day.
Huntsville City Schools Health Services Coordinator Andrea Penn told me much of what was in the Alabama Department of Public Health's back-to-school plan was already in place for the district in its reset plan. Penn told me she already reviewed CDC guidelines, much of what was in the 86-page plan, and explained the reporting aspect isn't all that new to the district's nurses.
Our nurses will be doing the reporting to the Alabama Department of Public Health, which that is something that we have been familiar with, because anytime there is any kind of communicable disease outbreak of any type, we always have to report those to the Alabama Department of Public Health.
Penn told me each school in the district has its own nurse, and creating areas for students with coronavirus symptoms to be isolated from the rest of the students until they can be picked up will be in place if and when students return to school sometime this year.
These rooms will accommodate more than one student, and they will be placed 6 feet apart just to maintain, again, that social distancing. And we will have personnel who will be in there monitoring the student, and they will all have on the appropriate PPE as well.
The location of those rooms will vary by school. Penn told me in the meantime, they'll be watching the CDC's guidelines closely to make sure they adapt to any changes that are made.
Plans change, things change, CDC guidance has changed several times, and so we are just, again, just working to stay abreast of all the current guidelines from ADPH and CDC so that we can make sure that we mitigate the risk to our students and staff members as much as possible.
Huntsville City Schools was awarded about $2 million from an education and wellness grant from the state. Penn told me the district is still determining what they'll purchase with that money. In Huntsville, Sydney Martin, WAAY 31 News.